Micro Moment. $100 for that? Alright, to fully extrapolate the complete suckiness of where Kenner Hasbro is in 2018, we have to go back in time a little bit. Let's jump into Doc Brown's DeLorean and go back to 1995 when this thing was fresh on the shelves. This is, of course, the Power of the Force 2 Millennium Falcon, which retailed back then for $50 or $49.99 as I recall. This was a great ship. It basically was the same exact mold as the original 1978 Kenner Millennium Falcon, seen here in extremely busted up condition. But nevertheless, this was a great piece at the time. It was designed, of course, for the original Kenner Star Wars figures, which was a major flaw on its part, simply due to the fact that the outrageous, steroided up, supersized, ridiculous, idiotic Power of the Force 2 action figures had no prayer of fitting inside of that cockpit. That was a major design flaw at the time. And by the way, how about obscurity for you right here? This is the 1996 Power of the Force 2 Chewbacca and Bounty Hunter disguise from Shadows of the Empire. How about obscure? That's getting pretty goddamn obscure, isn't it? But anyway, this was definitely a design flaw at the time. But you know what? We were just so happy, us longtime fans, back in 1995, 1996, to be getting new Star Wars figures and to be seeing these old molds of these ships coming back, which was just like total like nostalgia gold. This was just a completely forgivable error on Hasbro Kenner's part. I mean, it was basically the same ship as the original. The inside was not too different. Yeah, essentially, it was pretty much the same damn ship. Outside of it, did have some modern sound effects, some modern lights. These two cannons lit up here, red, and then these running lights lit up as well. Now, I tried to get the old girl working. I went and got some C batteries, plugged her in. But hey, you know what? She's 22 years old, and she just didn't want to go for me. That's okay. Totally forgivable. It's an old toy. Alrighty, fast forward to 2004. This was the VOTC Vintage Original Trilogy Collection Millennium Falcon. Again, same damn mold from that 1978 Kenner Millennium Falcon. However, this one really hit it out of the park with updated sound effects and lighting. Look at this. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that engine there. That looks fantastic. Absolutely gorgeous. The interior was basically the same, but I mean the running lights, the rear engines, the sound effects, this was a definite selling point for me. The cockpit lifted open real nice, unlike the previous versions which opened from the side. This was a great piece, and I believe this one retailed for anywhere between $59.99 and $69.99. Still, you got a hell of a lot. You know, you got the nostalgia working for you here. Again, awesome piece. Then, in 2008, the doors absolutely got blown off with the Legacy Millennium Falcon. This thing retailed for $150, but it's massive. Look at the size of it compared to the original 1978 mold. Here's the Power of the Force 2 Millennium Falcon next to it. I mean, it eclipses this thing. This thing is massive, and it is just stocked full of amazing sound effects, action features, play items. It's just amazing. Look at this door. Look at this. Look how the ramp extends down. It's got running lights. This thing is amazing. Look at the cockpit. It seats 4 modern era Star Wars figures. Very realistic, very true to the film. It's got rear lights. This thing is so cool. Absolutely amazing. It's got many of the same sound effects from the 2004 VOTC version, but this thing just takes it to different and new levels. It is completely an amazing piece. The sound effects are amazing. Again, it's got the light up rear engines. Absolutely awesome. For $150, this thing is amazing. And with a new mold came a new interior. This thing is just mind-blowing. It's got tons of cargo space. You can hide figures in. The play feature is just endless with this thing. As you can just see, you can recreate things from the film. It's got, of course, the infamous, iconic gaming table, Luke's training ball in there. It's got Han's seat there where he's, mocking Luke. I mean, it's just everything about this ship is just knocked right out of the park. This is the gold standard, the absolute gold standard for Star Wars playsets or any licensed playset. This thing was just absolutely amazing. And for only $150 retail back in 2008, this thing was a freaking steal. Which just makes this thing, this horrible, horrible thing that has come out for the new Solo movie. I mean, look at it. It's look at it compared to the size of a Matchbox car, and they want $100 for this thing. $100. It's an insult, man. It's an insult. The line has definitely gone downhill. I'm sorry.